Fantasy Football Fix have the best FPL tools to help you win your mini leagues this season, as you can track the world's best managers live with the Consensus XI, which is a combination of managers posting up 80 top 10k finishers teams averaged out into one squad, which you can track every single week. You also get instant team change notifications before each game week, so you can stay up to date with your squad. So get started free now with the link fantasyfootballfix.com. Hello FPL managers, and welcome back for another video. My name's Jack, and today we're going over our updated draft coming into game week 1 of the new FPL season. It's just around the corner, and I have made quite a few changes to the team since our last draft. If you guys are new to the channel or are looking forward to the new FPL year, leave a like and subscribe. It really does help us out, and as always, have those notification bells turned on so you don't miss any future FPL videos. And with that being said, let's jump into it. So first off, let's have a look at the goalkeeper, and this is where the first change has been made to the squad. A couple of huge changes later on that I'll go over have facilitated this upgrade in goals. Jordan Pickford was the initial goalkeeper at £4.5 million. Since Onana has been signed to Manchester United, I'm a massive fan of his fixtures to start the season. Wolves at home is a really good fixture. As I touched on in last video where we were rating YouTubers' drafts, I was going over how good Manchester United's defensive record were at home last season. They've got a good set of home fixtures to start the new year. Wolves at home game week 1's a great chance to get those clean sheets rolling for Onana. I think they're a very good defence. Man United have some really good fixtures from a defensive standpoint as well, so I think they can pick up lots of clean sheets to start the new season, and hopefully Onana can get some save points as well. Looking towards the defenders, it is a fairly similar back three, I believe. Well, I think we were actually a 4-4-2 in the previous team. We switched to a back three, but three defenders that are fairly similar to the previous sub. We've got Pervis, Estupiñán, and Gabriel, two very good FPL options in my opinion, both priced at 5 mil. Both fairly popular amongst lots of other FPL managers. Estupiñán currently being the highest owned defender in the game with a very good reason. Was excellent last season, had really good underlying numbers, ranked in the top 5 for assists, expected assists, and attempted assists for defenders. So considering his price being a lot lower than some of those other more expensive defenders, yet still matching them for underlying numbers, I think that makes him a very good value option. Luton at home in game week 1, a really good fixture as well. Brighton have some good fixtures after that. And Gabriel in a similar boat to Estupiñán in terms of having good fixtures. I'd expect Arsenal to make a great start to the season in terms of clean sheets. Forest also have failed to score in each of their last 2 pre-season games, so it does hold me in good hopes that that Arsenal can get a clean sheet in game week 1 against them. And Ben Chilwell is one of the changes that we've made to the team. It was initially Reece James, our Chelsea defensive asset, but since his start to the season could be under some injury doubt, Chilwell is the man here. He's been very good in pre-season, picked himself up an assist in his most recent pre-season fixture. He's getting pretty far forward, took a shot from inside the box as well in his most recent game. So I'm liking Chilwell's positioning. It seemed under new management that Chelsea are continuing to play very attacking fullbacks. Chilwell, obviously, when he's healthy, is extremely good in this role. So hopefully for Chelsea fans and for me as well, Chilwell can stay fit to start this season, as Chelsea have some really good fixtures, especially from game week 3 onwards. With the way the team's set up right now, it's a little bit unfortunate that we have to start Chilwell game week 1 against Liverpool at home. Definitely isn't the worst fixture though, but I still think Chilwell, despite not getting a clean sheet in this game, could still have good attacking potential. Let's have a look at the midfield 5. We were initially playing a 4-4-2 formation. We've downgraded in the defense in terms of dropping one player off, and we've got 5 starters in the middle of the park. It's a very good midfield. We did initially have Salah in our last draft as well. I've opted to go without Salah in this updated team. He has been very good in pre-season, saying that he's got himself 1 goal and 5 assists for Liverpool, but after seeing some of the other pre-seasons of other midfield options, plus what I can do with the rest of the team with the extra money from not having Salah in, I'm probably leaned slightly towards not going with Mo Salah to start for game week 1. Obviously, if we want to get him in at any point, it's going to be a bit more difficult to do so, as we only have 0.5 left in the bank, but that is the trade-off that I am making. Let's have a look at the midfield 5. Bukayo Saka, he's not going anywhere. A really good option. I like him a lot at 8.5 mil. It should be on pens for Arsenal. Has been a pretty solid so far this pre-season. Phil Foden as well. He's a new player into the team at £7.5 million. He's picked himself up a goal this pre-season for Man City, and I think his minutes should be dramatically increased this year, especially with the departure of Riyad Mahrez from that Man City side. Injuries to Kevin De Bruyne and Gundogan leaving as well should definitely free up a lot of minutes for Foden this season. When he's on the pitch for Man City, obviously he is very productive. Man City score lots of goals, so I'm hoping that Foden can get amongst it. A pretty good differential option as well with just a 14% ownership. I'm excited to see what he can produce for Man City this season. Matoma does remain in the side. He is my favourite £6.5 million option. I do prefer him to Mbeumo, so that's why I've gone with Matoma over him. Brighton's fixture is very, very good to start this year. Matoma was excellent last season as well for Brighton, so I expect him to continue his extremely good form. And Bruno Fernandes, another change to the side. He comes in place of Mo Salah in midfield. He's freed up so much more money for us to be able to upgrade in midfield from a 4.5 mid all the way up to Foden. Plus we got Anada in goals instead of Pickford at 4.5. And I think Fernandes is a good option in his own right as well. Seeing him at £4 million cheaper than Mo Salah at 8.5 mil, I think is an extremely good value FPL asset this season. Just a couple of years ago had an excellent point scoring year, scoring well over 200 points. So we know his FPL point scoring ceiling is extremely high. He's on free kicks and penalties and some corners as well for Manchester United, which is a huge string to his bow. So to get a pen taker for a very good attacking outfit at cheaper than Marcus Rashford, at £0.5 mil cheaper than Marcus Rashford, I had to jump on at Bruno Fernandes. United have some really good fixtures to start the new year as well. So I think Fernandes and Rashford can make a fast start for them. And that's why I've gone with a double up of Manchester United assets in midfield. And it does complete a triple up of Manchester United to start the new season. Obviously, Anana in goals. Rashford, of course, he does the talking, or FPL stats do the talking, should I say. Extremely good last season, had a very, very good expected goals figure as well, ranking towards the top amongst midfielders. He's obviously got good fixtures to start the year, and even at £9 million, at more expensive than Fernandes, I definitely want him in my team. There's a reason he's one of the highest owned midfielders in FPL coming into gameweek 1. He's an extremely good option to have, so I'm very, very pleased to have triple Man U and double Man U in midfield with Fernandes and Rashford. I'm excited to see what Fernandes and Rashford can produce as well now that United have signed a recognised striker. Hopefully it gives both Fernandes and Rashford extra chances to provide assists. They have a better player that they can link up with as well, maybe get some extra goals in there. So I think they can really, really boost Fernandes and Rashford's output this FPL season. Moving on to the forwards, it's the same front two as we have had in previous drafts. Jesus and Haaland, two excellent options. There definitely have been some good picks as well in pre-season. For Chelsea, for example, Nkunku and Jackson have been very, very good. They've been getting amongst the goals for Chelsea this pre-season, but I still do prefer the 3-5-2 formation. I could definitely look to go for a 3-4-3. It'll probably see me drop Foden out to a 4.5 mid and then upgrade my 4.5 forward to either one of Nkunku or Jackson, just based off really good pre-season form. So that is a potential revision that we could make to this team, but right now I like Foden. He's played in the Premier League before, which is an extra bit of security that I have with him compared to Nkunku and Jackson, who don't quite have that Premier League experience yet. So I think Foden, for that reason, is probably the player that I'd be leaning towards. Phil Foden probably has slightly better fixtures to start the year and is in a stronger attack as well. So I think for that reason I am leaning towards a 3-5-2, but definitely Nkunku and Jackson, good options in their own right as my third and fourth favourite forward picks to start the new season. Let's have a look at the bench now. Areola does remain as the sub goalkeeper. He's the highest owned keeper in FPL so far. A lot of people going for him at 4.0. I've got Rico Henry here at 4.5. The other reason I like this team as well with no Salah is that I have that extra bench depth of having Henry and Bayer there. That's two playing bench players compared to just the one in Bayer that I had before with Salah in my team. It was a very, very weak bench. Henry, on the other hand, has some excellent fixtures for Brentford to start the new season. He was pretty good from an attacking perspective as well. Was sneaking up there in terms of defenders with good underlying numbers in terms of expected assists and actual assists as well. He was attempting quite a few assists for Brentford, so I think he is a fairly slept-on option. I haven't seen too many people go after him. I think Brentford's defence is definitely one to jump on. They've got a very, very good defence. Rico Henry, probably their most attacking defender there, and to see him at just 4.5 mil, a little bit cheaper than some of those other defensive options for Brentford, I think is really, really good value. Bayer there as my playing 4.0, and Semenyo does remain there as my 4.5 forward. Looking at the stats for this team, 99.5 mil squad value, so we actually have 0.5 in the bank, which is very, very handy. Gives us that extra little bit of flexibility if we need it, if we wanted to make an upgrade in the team. For example, we wanted to go Bayer up to a 4.5, Rico Henry from 4.5 up to a 5.0 defender. They're definitely moves that we can look to make. So I like having a little bit of money in the bank. Gives me a bit more to play with. It makes it slightly easier to make upgrades in the team. And I'm pretty happy with this 3-5-2 formation. I definitely do prefer this side to the one with Salah in it. Yes, I'm a big fan of Mo Salah, and he has been elite this preseason with 1 goal and 5 assists. But I think I get so much more benefits by having other players in the team in place of Salah. I get a stronger bench, I have a stronger midfield, and I get a stronger goalkeeper. So 3 advantages there. And hopefully, if Fernandes can score similarly to Mo Salah, it's going to be a very beneficial move to make, getting rid of Salah from this team. And I'd be interested to hear your guys' thoughts on what this draft is looking like. Do you guys have Salah in your team after his good preseason or not? I'd be keen to see in the comments. Thanks for watching today's updated draft for Game Week 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. If you're new to the channel as well, have those notification bells turned on. There's going to be plenty more FPL videos in the build up to Game Week 1, plus lots all throughout the season, so stay posted for those. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.